Welcome to the All About Real Estate Marketing podcast. My name is Nina Doiron and I'm your host. If you're a real estate professional or investor, this is the podcast for you. I think you'll agree with me that a house is likely the largest financial asset for the majority of the population. And like any other product, it needs to be marketed in order to attract the right buyers so that it can sell faster and sell for more. So the objective of this podcast is really simple. It's to share with you the greatest marketing strategies and tactics in order to help you set your property apart from its competitors, and of course, ultimately to help you grow your real estate business. Hey, welcome back to the All About Real Estate Marketing podcast. In this episode, I wanted to talk about education. No, not the type of real estate licensing education that each of you must do in order to get your license. I'm talking about business training. So when I started my own business and became an entrepreneur or solopreneur like many of you are, I was fortunate that I had an extensive business background. You see, I studied business management while in university and with a major in marketing and a minor in international business. I think that I chose international business because I had envisioned that it would fulfill my desire for travel somehow. Anyway, I was young. Um, I, I did start my career out in the international business field, mind you, but that involved a lot of documentation work as opposed to the travel that I was desiring. Anyway, that was a long time ago. So with a lot of business education, I started my career in marketing, and there I stayed for 20 years. 20 plus really, if we're really being honest. I'm aging myself a little bit, I think. So until I worked up the courage really to leave the comforts and safety of corporate to pursue my own passion in design and staging. So over the years, while I was in corporate, I would change jobs and companies about every 2 to 3 years. I was restless, I guess. My longest tenure was about 6 years. And the truth was I was never going to be a lifetimer like my parents at any company. I always wanted to do more and learn more. And changing companies and roles allowed me to do that. Because with each role at each company, my responsibilities would increase. I took advantage of every single training opportunities that my employer would provide. I just wanted to learn new skills all the time. So during my corporate days, I worked on, product development, packaging development, content creation and curation, brand management, digital marketing, marketing communication, and then of course, social media marketing. So needless to say, I pretty much did it all. I'm what they called a general marketer. I also worked very closely with the sales departments at the companies that I worked for, as well as the customer service department, which gave me great exposure to clients and gathering information on consumer experience and consumer behavior. So when I started my own business, it was easier for me than most. I knew what I had to do. I immediately worked on creating my brand and my brand image. I knew exactly what I wanted my website to look like. I wanted it to be fresh and clean. I knew that I had to start networking so that people could get to know me and my brand. I needed to get my face out there. I knew that I wanted every single touch point of my marketing to be professional looking, whether it's online or offline. I knew that I needed to be consistent in everything that I do. And I knew that I needed to earn the credentials to call myself a professional stager and organizer. And so I enrolled myself in programs to become certified. I knew that I needed to join an association and network with my peers so that I can learn what to do and what not to do and learn from their own experiences as well. My experience is that most people are very eager to help you because they want you to succeed so that the industry can succeed as a whole. Ever heard of rising tide raises all boats? Often people go into industry settings fearing more competition than embracing the opportunity to learn and grow from another. And I've always embraced the latter. So I encouraged my own daughter to pursue whatever education and career path that she desires. Currently, she's in grade 11 and she is leaning toward the engineering side, which I'm so excited because we need more women in the engineering field for sure. Having said that, though, I do ask that she consider tacking on a business program at the end of whatever major it is that she's going to be pursuing while in university. Why? Because I want her to have a backup plan. It is said that most people change their careers a number of times in their lifetime. And as a parent, I want my daughter to have the best. And should she want to become an entrepreneur one day, or maybe even pursue a real estate career, she will already be prepared. So anyway, you get my point. So what does my experience have to do with real estate, and more importantly, you? Well, from what I know, real estate agents and brokers come from really all walks of life and career backgrounds. Many don't actually have a business background and enter the real estate world because they think it's an easy money maker or because they just wanted a side gig. Remember the good old days of a seller's market where things were, in fact, easy? Between 2015 to 2017, I believe that there were thousands of news that came into the industry. But the fact is that the stats still shows that 20% of agents and brokers do 80% of the business. This means that 80% of agents are barely surviving or are okay with doing 1 or 2 deals a year because it's a side gig. This is not new news to you, of course. And of course, don't even get me going about agents who barely speak any English. I recognize that in Canada, we are a multilingual, multicultural, and highly diverse, a highly diverse country. But my concern is that if the agents don't speak the language well, do they really then understand all the laws and regulations of the Canadian real estate market and then represent their clients well in that area? Anyway, it's fairly scary for me to even think about or consider. So though it may seem long-winded of me to get to the point, but here it is. Get trained. I don't mean the courses that you have to take according to ORIA or CREA. You have to have that. What I mean is getting business training. Once you have your real estate license, enroll in a business program like the School of Business at York University. It's a part-time course, and you can do it somewhat at your own pace. But what that will enable you to do is to learn about the best practices of marketing, customer management, networking, marketing, and sales metrics, and marketing metrics. All of those are key elements in having a successful business, any business, not just real estate. Being in real estate means that you will be in your car and doing a lot of driving. I know I do. So use this opportunity to top up your education. Download your favorite podcasts, like this one, of course. But there are so many great podcasts available out there. Some are longer than others, and some are about just 10 to 15 minutes long and make for great, easy listening as you run about your day from appointment to appointment. And guess what? Best of all, they're free. I love my podcasts, and I make sure that I always have a bunch downloaded. I listen to them while I'm driving from one appointment to the next, or while I'm waiting, is sitting in a waiting room at the doctor's, and while I'm on vacation. It makes the flight go by really fast. I always get great little nuggets of information from every podcast episode that I listen to. And that's the objective, right? If you can get one little nugget of information then out of each episode, then you're on your way to building up that knowledge and that resource. So here's your little nugget today. Set your real estate business up for success with the right education and never stop learning. Digital marketing and social media marketing evolves at such a rapid rate. They're ever changing. And technology is changing by the minute. So as entrepreneurs, we need to keep up and evolve with the time. Otherwise, competitors will race past you at such a pace that you can't keep up. And that, my friends, is your nugget for this latest episode of the All About Real Estate Marketing podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if once a month is enough, or would you like me to increase the frequency? I got to tell you, I do have a lot of topics saved up to share with you. Can't wait. But I want to pace it so that it works for you as well. So you let me know. And if you are interested in enrolling in the next Staging to Sell What Every Agent Should Know course, then check out the link in the podcast description as well for dates and the upcoming dates and location near you, okay? So, and that is it for me for today. It is a Monday and a great start to the week. I hope that you will have an amazing and productive week and start it off with a great podcast like this one. All right. Take care. Until next time. Bye for now.
Thank you for listening to this latest episode of the All About Real Estate Marketing podcast. If you like this episode and the All About Real Estate Marketing podcast, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and of course share. If you have a tactic that works well and would like to be a guest on our show, reach out to me via email. My email is in the description. If you would like to learn more about real estate marketing and staging, visit my website, also in the description, to find out when the next Staging to Sell What Every Agent Should Know class is scheduled for. Marketing doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it's quite simple, so long as you make it all about the buyers. So until next time, take care.